Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live stream here, the last one of the year. This is just going to be kind of an informal one. I probably won't be on here too long. I just want to just chat with you guys and just wrap up the year. And hope everyone had a really good Christmas. And I also hope everyone enjoyed Nostalgia Mall Christmas 2023. It was a lot of work this year, but I think it was worth it. I think everyone really enjoyed it. So anyway, I was hoping that would show up better. My Back to the Future LED neon sign that I got for Christmas, but all it's showing up on this camera is just a huge glare. So if I turn the lights off, nope, doesn't make a difference. So anyway, I went to the thrift store today and I found this that I was hoping would be really cool. A DVD-ROM CDRW IDE combo drive that would have gone great in a good computer, but I should have looked inside before I bought it. I mean, I can still use this, but all it is just a plain CDRW drive with a faceplate that I don't really care for. So yeah, this must be what this replaced. So that's very unfortunate. I mean, it's still in good shape. It may come in handy someday, but I was really hoping it would uh, be what was on the box. Oldest computer in my collection that I've ever had. Probably I had a IBM 5150 that only cost like $10 or $15 at Value Village back in I think it was 2015. Yeah, I am going to keep it. It's just wish it was what was on the box. So, yeah, there's really not going to be any rhyme or reason to this stream. Back here, you can see the most recent Packard Bell I got this year, the Packard Bell Platinum One. Got a few computers down here. There's the 386 that I've got to get fixed. It has a busted VGA card, but B Bishop PCM has offered to send me a spare VGA card that should work in there. So hopefully, once I get that, it'll run just fine. Yeah, I had a really good Christmas. Thank you very much. Yeah, I could put that in as a second drive. Maybe I could put it in as a second drive on my blue and white Carolina Flyer PC. It has the provision for that. I have a DVD-ROM drive in it, so I could put this in as a slave drive. That would work. Uh, Apple computers, I do not have any at the moment, believe it or not. Well, stand corrected. I have a mid 2009 iMac in my storage unit. It's from mid 2009. There's really not much I can do with it, but I don't want to get rid of it at the same time. It was from a friend of mine, so maybe I'll do something with that someday and do a video about it. Oh yeah, CF card upgrade, always a good idea. And I apologize for the lack of live streams this past month. I just put them on hold because I was so busy doing Nostalgia Mall Christmas videos that something had to be put on hold, and that's unfortunately what had to be put on hold. And I think what's going to be really cool, but kind of scary in a way for 2024, is that it's going to be 30 years since 1994, my favorite year. So there's going to be a lot of 30th anniversary stuff going on throughout the year that I'm really looking forward to. Why 1994 is my favorite year, I do not know. I can't really explain it. It's just everything just seemed to be at its peak then, along with 1995, and it was just I got a lot of good videos from that year. Me growing up, and like my uh, 8-hour Rugrats marathon tape. It'll be 30 years old on my 35th birthday next year. I'm going to be 35 next November. Oh yeah, 1995, my second favorite year. It's close to 94 though. I like it too. And oh, and Jay, he might be referencing the video I did where you crash landed into my childhood home. Oh yeah, the HP Pavilion Nostalgic Recall. Yes, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Oh yeah, The Lion King, that came out in '94. I remember seeing that in the movie theater at Carolina Circle Mall when it came out back in June of that year. Oh, the Packmates. Yep, I remember those. Yeah, as I've said before, I just it's so silly, but the early 2000s, particularly let's say 2000 to 2003, I just don't really care for. I just don't have any fond memories. Well, it's a little too far. I think the reason I don't really get nostalgic very much for the early 2000s is because I was very weird at the time. I was preteen at the time. It was they were very awkward years for me, and I was just very, very weird. Let's just put it that way. I was weird, and I just don't like remembering that time in my life. So I'd say 2005 or so is when things really picked up for me. I'd say 2004. I will say though, was an awful, awful year for me. It was the first year I can truly recall saying that was a bad year. And I'm not going to go into details about what all happened in 2004, but it was just not a good year for me. We'll just leave it at that. And gosh, that's going to be 20 years soon. So yeah, and yeah, 2000s. I mean, there's some aspects of it I fondly remember, but it's just not a time I have a lot of nostalgia for. For me, the early to mid 90s, I'd say 93 to 97 are the golden years for me. But enough rambling about that. One thing I wanted to show you guys, I haven't even tried it yet. When I was in Charlotte last week doing the video about Quincy's, I found this at a Goodwill, complete in the box. Ugh. A an enormous Microsoft Sidewinder force feedback steering wheel. Yeah, this when I was a kid, I really wanted a steering wheel for the computer at home, but my parents never got me one, and I completely understand that now. These things are enormous and probably weren't very cheap either. But this one is a bit of a newer one. Everything is still in the box, the CDs, the manuals, the cables, everything. It's like it's never been used, although it has been opened. It's USB only and designed for Windows 98 and later. So if you want to use this on Windows 95, you're out of luck. So I'm hoping to do a video about this sometime in January. We'll give it a try probably on the Gateway Select or the Carolina Flyer, one of those two. Favorite Jumpstart game, like you, it's also Jumpstart First Grade. That's the first one I ever played and the one I played the most. It was a lot of fun back then. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it would work just fine on a modern PC, but it'd be more fun to just use it on a on a older PC. And someday I would love to get the Sidewinder force feedback joystick. I have one in the closet in there, but it doesn't work right, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to get another one. But they are kind of hard to come by. Okay, so yeah, Thor and I do intend to use the steering wheel. I'm hoping to do a video about it in January sometime. Whew, okay. What else is there? So yeah, 2023. I touched on this in my Christmas Day video. Some of my favorite vintage computers I got this year. Definitely the Gateway 2000 486. You can't see it on camera right now, but it's sitting there off to the side, looking pretty. The Toshiba Satellite Pro 430 CDT. That's always a great computer. Here it is. I just wish it had a working battery. Yes, that steering wheel does have force feedback. I'm excited to try that. And of course, I mentioned earlier the Packard Bell Platinum one right behind me. And most recently, the Gateway Select. One of my favorite Windows 98 PCs, probably. And we may play some computer games in a little bit just to kill some time. Oh, yeah. Jumpstart First Grade. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I found this at a church yard sale earlier this year. I haven't even done anything with it. I'm not even sure what I want to do with it yet. I bought it just because it's new in the box and it's designed for Windows 3.1 and Windows 95, but it's the Expert Family Album. I just happened to see this sitting under my desk. So if you had digital pictures back then, if you were special enough to have that, then this is the software you needed to organize everything. Oh, thank you, AJ, for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. And yes, we got to keep these classics going. They are the most fun computers I've ever used. They're quirky. Yes, they're quirky at times, but once you get them working, they're a lot of fun. Yeah, WeatherStar 3, I completely agree. And I've talked about this so many times before, but it really was a different time back then in the 90s for computers. You would go to a computer store like CompUSA or even Best Buy, and there would just be rows and rows and rows of big box computer games and big box software. and all the computers they'd have on display, each one unique from the others. And now you just go in there and it's just so plain and generic. And they don't even have software anymore, if any. It was it's just not the same. In fact, I think it's been maybe 2 or 3 years since I've been inside of a Best Buy. The Best Buy that the Legend 822 CDT came from actually is still open. It still exists. It's over in Greensboro, and I'm hoping to for the 30th anniversary video for this computer, which won't be until 2025, maybe showing that Best Buy on camera if it's assuming it's still there in 2025. Oh, thank you, Pick Rave. The Dell Dimension 2350, excellent computer. I've got it over here. I was hoping to do a 20th anniversary video for it this year, but I just couldn't figure out what to do this year. So hopefully we'll do something in 2024 maybe with it. I'm hoping to give it an SSD upgrade, maybe an IDE SSD of some type. And oh, and thank you, Baron. Thank you, Baron. Yes, I've never talked to him before, but I have watched Duraga One quite a bit in the past. I miss his videos. I'd love for him to make a comeback, but I understand if his life is just not allowing that right now. He even had a Packard Bell growing up, I think it was a 100 CD or something with the 9495 software pack. So yeah, I enjoy his Packard Bell videos too. Okay. What else have I got to show around here? See, your first family computer was Windows 2000 and was an HP. I think I remember those computers. Yes, yes. In fact, Nostalgic Recall might be sending me a computer very similar to that. In fact, I know he is. I just don't know if it's anything like that one. Vapor Zone, I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Oh, Packard Bell, yes. Yeah, in 2000 when you got that computer, the blue and white ones, we over here in the United States missed out on those. Packard Bell was already out of here by then, so yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to experience those. What am I doing for New Year's? I am doing nothing too exciting. I'm gonna maybe cook some sausage balls, some other little snacks, and come in here and watch the ball drop. And of course, I'll be doing the annual countdown video with the Packard Bell 822. That's a tradition. Ted Berry, Morganton, NC. Yeah, I've driven through there going to see LGR and Hickory, NC. That's not far from Newton. I stop there sometimes going up to Asheville to eat at Western Steer. Uh, Danut CT1. Never heard of him actually. Yeah, I don't drink, so hardest stuff I'll be having tomorrow night is Welch's sparkling grape juice. So yeah, win. Whoa. Also, for my 2015 Honda Accord, my wife got me this for Christmas. a dash cam that I need to get hooked up soon. I'll probably do that maybe Monday since I'm off work. Thank you Vapor Zone for the $5. Uh, any new Packard bells? No, not since I got the Platinum one back in November. Hopefully, I'll get another one sometime in 2024. I don't know what. I saw a Packard Bell Legend 1520 Supreme on eBay a few weeks ago that was really, really tempting. And what really tempted me about it was a mini tower from 1996. And I have the Legend 1510 Supreme, which is a 4x4 desktop Packard Bell. And then I got the 1540 Supreme, which is a designer tower like the Platinum one there. But the 1520 is a mini tower kind of in between the two. And I really, really wanted it. I've been wanting one for several years, but I just couldn't really afford to get it. And unfortunately, someone else bought it, and hopefully it's in good, loving hands. Maybe I'll find another one someday. Let's see. A 1965 video camera. That's really cool. Yeah, Acer did buy Gateway, I believe. That was a long time ago. I think back in the 2000s. Uh, CRT from 2002. It depends. A lot of them really weren't that different from the ones from the late 90s, so you should probably be okay with that. Yes, yes, Cole, I did have a good Christmas. Oh, what else have I got here? Ted, I actually drive a 2015 Honda Accord now. A it's a white one, EX trim. I've had it for about a year now. I actually inherited it when my mom passed away. But the 95 Accord, I still do have it. It's sitting at the back at my parents' house now, my late parents' house. But and as far as I know, it's still running fine. But the 2015 is my daily driver now. PB70 CD OEM. You're probably seeing that Packard Bell Legend 822 that's on eBay. I saw it too, and it's really tempting, believe me, but it's a little out of my price range, unfortunately, especially after Christmas. The Putt Putt re-releases on Steam and PlayStation, I have never played them. Steam, if I understand correctly, the Humongous Entertainment games on Steam actually use Scum, or actually based off of Scum VMs, so there's really no point in me getting any of those on Steam since I have a Scum VM emulator on everything. In fact, I have a Nintendo Wii in the living room I finally got working this year that I have a Scum VM emulator on. I should do a video about that sometime. It might be kind of interesting as long as Nintendo doesn't shut this channel down. I do a lot of analytic work, basically. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan. Mine passed away that year too, last year. Okay. Oh, one thing I did get for Christmas this year for my wife was my very first RGB keyboard. Uses cherry red switches. Not as clicky as my old cherry blue keyboard, but it still has a good feel to it, and it's USB-C if that even matters. Very lightweight, I have to say. I forget who makes it. Oh, it's Red Dragon. Yeah. Okay. Also got this for my brother, this arcade sign that I need to hang up. I just don't know where to hang it up yet. Whew. Oh, I just found this sitting down here. I also found this at that church yard sale back in August. I'm gonna see if I can put this on archive.org if it's not already there. I bought this just for the novelty. This is a how-to VHS tape on how to use your Sears Craftsman table saw. I haven't played it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be quite interesting. And it's from 1989, actually, so it's as old as me. Oh, it even has some instructions here. I just noticed. I just showed the wheel briefly on the video a while ago, and yes, it does have force feedback control. Hoping to do a full-fledged video about it in January sometime. Okay. Oh yeah, another computer that I got this year that's kind of neat is the HP Vectra 4630, the really little one. My my Gateway 2000 486 actually has a. Oh, I just had an Amber Alert come up on my phone. Oh, where was I? The My 486 Packard Bell. I actually not Packard Bell. My 486 Gateway. I actually have a 486 DX4 100 on the way from China that I should get either next week or the week after. It's got a DX266 in it right now, so this should be a nice little upgrade, assuming it will take it. I'm pretty sure it will. This is a pretty high-end, newer 486 system. It even has PCI slots on it, so I don't really see why the Gateway couldn't take it. And I'm going to take the DX266 out of it, and I hope to put that in that little HP Vectra. It's a little bit older. It's a 1992 computer, so hopefully it'll take the DX266. Okay. Oh, and as of last week, I finally own a Xbox 360 controller. Well, it's an off-brand GameStop version. Makes playing games on Steam a lot easier. Yeah, it could take a Pentium Overdrive, and I'd love to put one in there, but suddenly, last month or so, Pentium Overdrives have just shot way up in price on eBay, and I can't afford one now. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but maybe someday. And speaking of computers, let's fire one up. Actually, let's just go ahead and fire up the Gateway 2000 486 since it's right over here. Let me make my window a little smaller here, and hopefully this will work. There we go. Gotta readjust my camera. There's the little tripod. Alright. Oh, PowerBook G4. Yes, I do still have that. It's in storage right now. I just need to replace the CD. I just got to replace the DVD drive on it. It's no longer working. In fact, I put a CD in it and it won't even eject it. So, let me check my levels just to be sure here. I think I played Putt Putt Goes to the Moon a few weeks ago. This, put that right there. And into Windows. Taking a while to initialize the network. Alright, here we are. I don't know why I just had the urge to do this, but let's take a look at Microsoft Bob. I believe this is the Gateway 2000 version. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is the Gateway 2000 version. I stand corrected. I have already decorated this room, it looks like. Even got a Gateway 2000 on the desk. Microsoft Bob's Christmas Carols. I don't think it has any. If you're thinking of my uh, Yule log video from last year, that was just some random midis I edited in. Let's open up the Bob letter writer. Why not? Hi, Hayden. Uh, let's do a complaint. We'll do all the recommended settings. No, I do not run the Computer Chronicles YouTube channel. Okay, June 1st, 1994. As I have always loved shopping at your stores, I am writing to express my concern about what I've noticed as a recent decline in its service. In the downtown store this past weekend, The woman ringing up my purchase was not only rude and abrupt, but very inconsiderate of my time. She spent 5 minutes chatting with her friend while I was still waiting for my change. Moreover, this was not the first time the service in your store has disappointed me. During my past few visits, I've been surprised by the lack of polish and professionalism of the salespeople. If I may make a suggestion, perhaps your store's management needs to remind the salespeople that the customer comes first and that your store prides itself on its customer service. Again, I brought this problem to your attention because I have enjoyed shopping at your store in the past and am very disappointed at how it has changed. Wow. Yeah, people complained even back then. Sincerely, your. Oh, sincerely, former customer. There we go. Vapor Zone, goodness. Thank you so much. That is awful generous of you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you really enjoy these live streams and listening to complaint letters from 1994. I had no idea that was on there. But and Vapor Zone, thank you once again. I have yeah, I've seen so many Google reviews. Have you ever noticed, speaking of Google reviews, that oh, by the way, my logo is is blocking my face. I just noticed that. Let me move camera over here. So, have you ever noticed that? And I love Chinese food. Have you ever noticed that Google reviews for Chinese restaurants are always awful for some reason, even though they seem fine to me? It's just a unusual observation I've noticed. Oh, thank you, Vapor Zone. That was very sweet of you. Let's see what's in the living room. Yeah, that was my banner image back in my Road Geek days. There we go. Oldest laptop I own, that would be my 486 Packard Bell Statesman. Hey, Retro Recall. Glad you enjoy my videos. I'm glad to see that. And glad to have you here, too. Billy's Calendar 2023. Okay, apparently we're stuck in December. Oh, here we go. Let's move up to January. Oh, yeah, I've added games to Microsoft Bob before. It's been a while since I've done it, but we can give it a try. Unfortunately, I don't have the Sega Saturn anymore. I sold it years ago, and now I regret it. In fact, everything I've sold, especially back then, I regret. Okay, add a program. Let's find us a good program to add. Hey, Retro Recall, I'm subscribed to you, and I can't really recall if it was you that uploaded this video. I haven't watched it yet. Were you the one that recently got a Armada 1750? Because if you did, I just gotta say, it is the best vintage laptop I have ever owned. It runs everything beautifully, from the early 90s to the mid to the early 2000s. It will run it. And mine still has a functioning battery, so that makes it all the much better. Oh, in Vapor Zone, yes, I do have a PO box. I will, well, after I pick this stuff up, I will write the address in the chat. Here we go. Yeah, let's find us a game to add here. Oh yes, real DOS mode on those things are amazing. Let's have the Incredible Machine. Oh, another emergency alert. This is getting concerning. Oh, Vapor Zone, thank you so much. You are just so generous. And I always like to change the look of these to a floppy disk. I'm trying to remember what they're under. Postmodern. Uh, Apparently there was a officer that was shot near me. There we go. Let's try it out. Let me grab my Incredible Machine CD. Yeah, Retro Recall, this stuff is a labor of love. Labor of love. Yeah, Vapor Zone, thank you for the P.O. Box donation. Look, works just fine. I'm just curious to see how much of a speed performance I'll get on this computer once I get the DX4100. Really hope it works.
You know, we could sure use a little light in here. Ah, that's much better. Hi, I'm Professor Tim. Welcome to the Incredible Machine.
World's Wildest Police Chases. Yes, I used to watch that with my dad when I was a kid. Hey, Retro Recall, you're welcome here anytime. Incredible Machine Contraptions. I like it. It's just been years since I played it. I think I got it in a box up in the closet somewhere.
Get all of the basketballs into the piped area.
And of course, the music in this game is outstanding. Always kind of forget how to do this. Not like that.
Put the 3 bowling balls into the wicker baskets.
And here's my favorite song. Okay. This goes right here. Why did I think that would work?
Start both of the electric mixers.
Alright, whatever you say.
Put both bowling balls between the logs.
More hayseed. Gotta love it. Yeah, I was obsessed with this game when I was like 6 or 7. I thought this was the greatest thing ever created.
Turn on all the lights.
Okay, what do I do here? It's a great little puzzle game.
Light both candles, both lamps.
For me, what really makes this game is the music, and I've told this story before. When I was about 7 years old, I actually took a handheld tape recorder and held it up to the one of the speakers on the Packard Bell 822 and recorded the soundtrack of this game to the tape so I could listen to it in the car. My aunt has a Latitude CPX that I gave her for Christmas like 11 years ago for playing old games on. In fact, I had to do a repair to it this past year. The hard drive on it died, so I replaced it for her. They are great computers. Okay, what am I doing?
Blow up both remote bombs. Launch all the rockets, missiles, and fireworks.
Humongous Entertainment live stream? That's coming. That is on the way, I promise.
Fire all of the cannons.
Thank you for the kind message, Vapor. Huh.
Put a bowling ball into each steel cage.
Why am I taking orders from this guy?
Pop the happy face balloon, but none of the others.
Okay. Alright, is that gonna do it? Yes, I am using OBS, which can be a blessing and a curse.
Pop all of the blimps.
Scorched Earth, I've never heard of that. Oh, the humanity.
Launch all the hot air balloons.
That's enough incredible machine. Let's head back to Bob. Hi, Bob. How you doing? Thanks for coming by, Jay. Always glad to have you come by to these streams, and I hope you enjoyed it. Turn this back up. I don't know where the sound went. Let's do a MIDI test and see if everything's still functional. Yeah. Discord server, I have considered that before, and I'm still considering it, possibly as a Patreon extra. That may be something that will show up here in 2024. We'll have to wait and see. Hey, Team Talk. No! I just realized this will probably be the last Canyon test of 2023, so enjoy it, folks. Alright, yeah, Discord for 2024 will probably be a thing. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I would have to find some mods because, again, like you, Retro Recall, I don't have the time to constantly monitor everything 24/7. And take a look at the clock. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy 8 o'clock p.m. Yes, I did watch your solitaire tutorial. I skimmed through it mostly, but I need to take a closer look at it. I just haven't had the time. Oh. Uh, What just happened? My program manager went. By the way, I love this doll shell screensaver from After Dark. It actually shows the actual files you have on your computer. And as you can see, it's not Y2K compliant, this screensaver, because it's showing 2023 as 123. Well, I've got a lot of directories on this drive. Yes, this is the Gateway 486, one of my favorite computers. Lotus 123 of Miami Vice. Thanks for coming by, Retro Recall. Glad to have you here. And great videos, too. Yeah, we did lose wave capability, unfortunately, on here. Maybe just rebooting Windows will fix that. No, I never used Lotus in any company I worked for. When Lotus was still a thing, I was way too young to be working. Now where we work, we just use Excel. Okay. Daredevil Dan. Let's see what he's gonna do. Oh, that. Uh, I hope no children sit watching that. Oh, that is not a good area. That is not a good area. Oh yeah, I've always liked this one. Bad Dog. Oh yeah. Thankfully, my dog in real life is well behaved, unlike this one. Uh, isn't that the Mac OS icon? Corel Office. I don't think I've ever used that. Oh, that's not nice. It looked like a log. Nirvana. Does it smell like Teen Spirit? No, it doesn't. Oh, I've always liked this one, Rat Race. Yeah, I think I've seen some Corel products out there. I love how randomized this is. And as always, blue loses, or it might have been purple. Uh, I'm doing fine. I hope you are. And we'll do one more. Let's see. Hey, I like my program manager. You don't have to do that. And it just, oh, okay. Technical Wizard World, yes, I did have a pretty good year. Oh yeah, why would anybody do drugs when they could just mow along? Oh, you'll love it, in North Carolina. It's a great place to visit. Well, we gotta do it. Let's send these toasters into the air. Speaking of January, I've always considered it to be the most boring month of the year, along with February. Unless it snows, then that makes a big difference. And we're apparently under a strong El Nino this year, and they're calling for a lot more snow than usual around here, which will be good because we had absolutely nothing last year. It was so disappointing. New Year's plans, I'm just going to hang around here, cook some sausage balls and other little snacks. Watch the ball drop at midnight and do the annual Packer Bell 822 countdown Have I ever been to the North Carolina Capitol building in Raleigh? Yes, yes I have. As a matter of fact, I went there on a field trip back in 2009, and I actually got to meet the governor at the time. That was really, really cool. She just happened to be walking in, and I have a picture somewhere of me and some of my classmates with her. It was really neat. I'll turn that back off. Okay, let's just do one DOS game before we call it a night. Yeah, I've got the Looney Tunes After Dark. Actually had that when I was a kid. Let's see. Yeah, I've heard of the Simpsons pack. I need to give that a try. Might as well play some pinball. Only thing about it snowing now, we haven't had a really good snow since I moved to an apartment. I'm afraid it might not be as special as it was when I was living in a house. So I don't have a yard or anything. Cold Shadow, I actually have that game. I've had it since I was 6 years old. It's up in the closet. Haven't played it in years though, but I remember it being a pretty good game, but very, very hard. Seems like I remember throwing a tantrum because of Cold Shadow because I kept losing. Game over. North Carolina Aviation Museum? Nope, I've never been there actually. It's probably the Outer Banks, which I've never been to. Love to go someday. Yes, I plan on going to that Micro Center when it first opens sometime next year. We've never had a Micro Center in North Carolina, and this is still going to be an hour and a half drive for me to go there, but hey, still something. Happy New Year to you, Sick Dazzler. Music credits to every 80s and 90s cartoon. Yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, I remember that video, Wesley. As a matter of fact, the road that he lived on back then was the same road my mom lived on back in the early 80s. I don't know if it was the same house or not, but it's a very cool coincidence. Well, I guess that'll just about do it for this video. I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow night for our annual Packard Bell Countdown video. Of course, it'll be pre-recorded, but, well, not really pre-recorded, I'd say, but it's not going to be live streamed. Because that's something that has to be heavily edited. But anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful new year, and I hope to have the countdown video done tomorrow evening, and I hope to have a regular video out this Wednesday. I'm not sure what it'll be about yet, but there will be a video this Wednesday, a regular one. So until next